All right, man.
You been fucking? Nah.
What'd you say? This or that? Let's move on to this or that real quick. All right, so we do have let's see, we do have an email from a listener. Let's jump into this real quick.
I appreciate this this listener too, man. I always come through with the questions. I love that.
Yes, definitely. All right. She says, question for the pod. When a woman is interested in a guy and he says that he wants to take things slow and not rush during the dating phase, should women view this as a negative or a positive?
He's not that into you.
Oh, Bree says he's not that into you. That's the lady in the house right now.
I feel like he's just speaking facts. I mean, because if you want, you wouldn't even find it interesting for a guy to be like, if y'all just went out on a couple of dates, like, hey, I want you to be my girl. The fuck, nigga, you don't know me. You know, so take it slow. You get to know me, I get to know you, and we see what happens. You don't need to rush shit.
Right. I think he's actually pretty normal as well.
It is.
Yeah, like, yo, why are we moving so fast?
Why you want to meet my son? Why you want to meet my mom? We good.
Have you ever had to tell somebody that?
We got 3 years. You said what?
Have you ever had to tell somebody that? Let's move a little slower.
Oh yeah, that definitely has happened. You know, I guess when you find yourself spending like a lot of your time with a person, then you like, damn, I am doing this a lot with this person. Let me break back just a little bit because it's becoming too much. Because you have
like
to keep
a relationship.
Because you have to keep that up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So definitely. You broke it to that person. How did they take it, man?
Oh, we going into it?
I want to know, like, give us some detail behind this. I got it, because I got this idea that people don't take it well. Everybody love to hear the truth. They say, yo, give me the truth. But when you tell them the truth, they ain't fucking with it once you tell them the truth.
That's because people want their version of the truth.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They already had their mind made up about what they want to hear. Yeah. And I don't like that shit. And that's what I be trying to tell people. It's like, it don't matter what the fuck I say, you know, because you want to hear what you want to hear. Even if it is the truth, you know, you'll still have a problem with it. But you said, how did that go? I mean, the person pretty much just said, I understand. Understanding, you know, and seeing, actually, you know what, respecting my opinion or like my feelings towards the manner. Because if I'm not trying to go a certain type of route and I'm already en route, I need to eject and get back on the freeway.
Right.
Instead of exiting off.
I think the times that I've said, let's take it slow, and I don't necessarily use those words. You know, it's kind of trash. Like I'm about to write an R&B song or some shit. but anytime that I allude to we going too fast, it's not met so well. You know.
How so?
Either the response is A, I don't give a fuck how you feel. Fuck your feelings. I want you, and they keep pursuing. Or B, they fall all the way back. I guess I need to leave you alone. No, that's not what I said.
Damn. I'll probably be that person that'll fall all the way back. Mm-hmm. If somebody be like, hey, we need to take it slow. I mean, but I guess in my mind, I'm already taking it slow. I'd be like, all right, cool. I ain't got to take you out next week.
Oh, that's a good point. Because I guess slow is an opinion.
Yeah.
Want to take it slow until next payday.
Next
right?
check.
Like, yo, how many times you created a fake argument because your money was tight that week? Like, shit.
Nigga, you cleaning up again? Bruh, every time I come in the house, you cleaning. What the fuck?
You just create some shit because it's not a good week to, like, be in love. Oh, Lord. Being in love, you got to go spend money and shit. Like, nah, it's not a good week to do that. All right.
I think being told you want to take it slow, it's a good thing or a bad thing depending on how smart the guy is.
Okay, what you mean?
Here's what I mean. If it's a dumb guy, he's probably just saying, let's take it slow because he needs time to like work it out with the other girls that he's seeing, right? But if it's a smart guy, he's saying, I want to take it slow because that's exactly what you need to hear from him to sleep with him today.
So you saying, hey, sweetheart, we moving too fast. You know, I enjoy your company, I enjoy your time, but I think we moving a little too fast.
No, that's not how you'd say it. You'd say it like, I really like you. I don't want to mess things up. Let's take it slow.
But he really has intentions on just fucking.
And then she's like, ah, once she hears that part. I think it just depends on the guy.
Look, that explains a lot.
We've been fucking up.
We fucking up by telling the truth like a motherfucker, boy. God, dog. Well, that brings up her second question, because she did put something else in here. She says, number 2, does not wanting to rush mean that they're not interested, or that they truly want to take their time and get to know you? What are some of the reasons that people don't rush into relationships, and some reasons why most people rush into relationships? Hold on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What are some of the reasons people don't rush into relationships, and some reasons why most people run into relationships? Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that makes perfectly good sense.
Does it mean that they're not interested? What you mean? What you think?
It can mean multiple things.
I agree with you saying.
Yeah, because a person that is ready to rush into a relationship, that person is trying to masquerade their true feelings. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be alone, and they just need that other occupant or person beside them to make them feel whole and to forget about shit. So I feel like that's one reason why people rush into relationships, because they're afraid to be alone, and they don't want to enjoy being with themselves and actually dealing with the reality and shit that they need to fix within themselves. And reasons why a person don't want to rush into a relationship, because nigga, I want to be single. I want to fuck. I want to get over. I want to learn about myself. I want to not spend my like 20% of my check on your ass, you know, and 20%. I mean, like, if you add that shit up, how much you spend on taking women out, and that's like, women have the luxury of being taken out. We don't get that shit like when you first meet a person.
You just said something, dog. It reminded me of the conversation I was having earlier this week. You said why people rush into relationships because, hey, I want to learn about myself. Mm-hmm. Like, that's great. Like, relationships are mirrors.
Reflection of yourself, right?
It's a mirror. Like, damn, you know, somebody there to keep you accountable. That's the part I do not miss. I don't miss that. Like, damn, I am good, bro. I don't need all this accountability. God, dog. Everything I do is wrong.
Like, I got a mirror in the bathroom, bitch.
Damn.
Everything.
Lord, and I'm not saying this is not because of my past relationship. This is every relationship. Every relationship points out my flaws.
You didn't do this good enough. Why you didn't do that?
Yes, I'm good, sweetheart. Let me be by myself and fuck up on my own.
I mean, but I feel like that's good though. I mean, because
you would think that because you're a relationship guy.
No, hold on, player. Hold on. Hold on.
You're a relationship guy,
we got listeners listening to this shit, bro. No, I'm not a relationship type of guy. But I mean, like, it's good enjoying good company, you know, with somebody that you truly and genuinely want to be around. Like, that shit feels good. I don't rush anything. Like, shit just happens. But how long I been single? About a year and some change?
A year and some change, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, I really enjoy being single because I've really gotten to know me as a person. And that ain't really happening towards probably mid of last year, you know, because I was just out doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not gonna say what that stuff was.
You going to Bible study?
Nigga.
Yeah,
I read about Luke. Mm-hmm. Or was it Uncle Luke? The Yin Yang twins.
What book is that in the Bible?
The two brothers that killed each other.
Cain and Abel?
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't kill each other.
Well, one killed one.
You call it the Yin Yang twins, bro. All right. I'm not going to go to hell behind this podcast.
I'm sorry. Where was I going with the fuck I was saying? Oh, about
we was talking about relationships being accountable and all that.
A person that actually, I guess if they saying like, hey, you need to do this, like you did this, it's kind of like pointing out like the shit that you do that can probably be improved if you look at it that way.
Right.
Because you can look at it and be like, man, this person always nagging and shit like that. I don't pick up my clothes and slipping over my slides and shit like that every day. Like, maybe you need to pick up your slides, like be a little neater, be more organized. Like, I mean, you can look at it different ways, but that's not how I would look at it. Yeah, I'd be like, she nagging. Like, how you feel?
Well, let me fix what I said. Because the shit that people did say to me is good shit. It's good. But sometimes niggas just want to fuck up. Let me fuck up.
Bruh. Man,
I don't always need a sign.
You just brought this. I don't think I said this on the podcast before.
Josh feels me. He can't say it, but it's okay.
But
I'm not saying anything.
you never went with the serious situations. But my son was getting in trouble at school, man, probably like a couple of weeks ago. He went to the principal office like 3 times in a day.
Damn.
Fucking up. Like, all right, so the nigga stole some gum out of a person's backpack, his classmate's backpack. He was fighting and he was running around the classroom yelling answers while they was testing, right? Because he was finished. He was just yelling out the answers. Oh yeah, it's cat, nigga. Whatever the fuck they talk about in kindergarten. Cat.
So he's disruptive and smart.
Worse, right? But it's crazy because just like I told my nephew, I told my son, like, you can fuck up, but nigga, be smart because you don't want to be dumb and a fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, at least do your shit, take care of your business, and if you want to fuck off, you can. Kind of backfired a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he heard me, which means a lot. But so before I had whooped him, right? But, you know, I talked to him. I always talk to him, man. And I said, so why are you doing the things that you're doing, you know? And after me saying that like 10 different ways, multiple times, he said, I know that I'm supposed to have good days, but sometimes I just like to have bad days.
He chooses them?
I said, damn, nigga, that's deep. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because like us as grown-ups, like we know we're supposed to be good, but just like you said, sometimes a nigga want to fuck up. You know, it just happens. So I told him, I said, man, that's some real shit, man. I'm still whoop your ass though, but like that's like keep talking to me like that, man. Because you're gonna go somewhere.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So
yeah, I feel that. And we getting far away from the topic. But let me say this real quick.
Always.
We get away from the topics, but we always come back.
Always.
Circumvent or circulate, whatever word I'm looking for.
It's like Rolling Stone, right? I might leave, but I come back.
I'm going to come right back.
On you.
Yeah, it was something else I wanted to add to that, but I don't think I'm going to add it right now. So I'm going to shut up and we just move on. But does not wanting a relationship mean that they're not interested? Or does it mean that they truly want to take their time? I think it depends on the person, like we were saying earlier. You can definitely be in a certain position where you do want to take things slow. You know, you might just got out of a relationship. You might be trying to get some things straight in your personal life, you know, and where you want to take things slow, or you just don't want to fuck it up, you know, because you moved fast in the last few relationships. So I think you can take that person for their word when they say, let's take it slow. I don't think it should be a red flag and say that they're not that interested. Right. I would actually look at that person as a wise person.
So with the person that's being told, hey, I think we should take it slow, is it in your right to ask that person why? You know, like to get a better understanding, or you just accept it?
You can ask why. I think that's where it starts at. That's where a good relationship starts, with the whys. You know, ask every question you need to ask, and if that person's able to give you an answer, then yeah, let's rock. Let's keep on moving. I fuck with it. You know, it's a multiple of reasons. It's a bunch of reasons why a person would want to take it slow. And like Josh was saying earlier, it could be some fucked up reasons why the person wanted to take it slow. He probably is fucking other people as well. You know, but
he can do that and fuck you at the same time. Right? That's what most dudes do.
In the talking phase.
We can all multitask.
Yeah, that's... Question. I'm just adding my own question in here.
Okay.
Since we talked about the talking phase. So what are some things that is needed? Like what conversations are needed to be had in the talking phase of the relationship? You know, like the dating, the going out, just kicking it.
Intentions. What are your intentions with us? You know,
your motive.
Is this? Are you looking to be married eventually? You know, or would you rather just like not be married? Like, what's your goal in relationship wise? That should be a conversation that's had. I've definitely had conversations with people who didn't know where their relationship was going, and they was 3 and 4 years in. You know, they didn't know if marriage was the goal, or they didn't know if we were just gonna be shacking up and having kids.
Because you wasn't having the right conversations.
Yeah, had those conversations.
Yeah.
In that talking phase, just find out what people head at. In the talking phase, you can also talk about goals.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to be pursuing in the duration of this relationship? Because it could affect us. You know, do you plan on moving to Canada?
Or if they ain't from here, do you plan on moving back home?
Are you moving back home? That's another important question. You know, so yeah, goals. If you pursuing a certain career that requires your location to be moved, or whatever the case may be, you know, like things that could affect y'all progression.
What about if they were like asking if they want kids? Is that cool to ask?
Yeah, that's another good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another good question.
In the talking phase?
In the talking phase, yeah. I think that's cool to ask. It don't mean like, yo, can you have my kids? Like, no, do you want kids someday? That's okay to ask.
Okay.
Because it don't have to be me that we're talking about.
That's true.
I could just be saying, yo, would you like kids? Do you have kids now?
Bro, you good at this shit. So when I'm having this conversation with you, but I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about your views on some shit. Like I'm learning from you, bro.
Oh, stop! Don't do that. don't learn from me. I'm the wrong one to learn from. Here's the thing. People, I got a friend of mine. She said she hates the dating process.
All right.
She loathes the dating process.
Yeah, everyone hates things they're not good at. It's like natural.
Perfect. Yeah, that's actually correct. But before I was married, I enjoyed it. I loved going out with, 2 or 3 dates a month or whatever.
Yeah.
That was fun to me. Because it's not always just like with the intention of marriage and boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, no, we going out, but we getting to know each other. Because I might find out that, you a cool-ass person. I don't know if we can make it in a relationship, but you a cool-ass individual that I can definitely network with or just have you as a friend because we have fire-ass conversations.
Yeah.
Everything ain't got to be marriage-oriented or relationship-oriented. It can be just some cool-ass shit. So getting to know people is fun to me.
But how can you separate that, though? Because just like you said, we have dope-ass conversations. Because I remember a friend of mine, she had said that she was talking about like guys in the past and shit like that, and she was like, you really trying to get to know me. I said, oh, okay, all right, Like my dumb ass, I'm thinking we just having conversations. You know what I'm saying? But like I guess like after like getting that, I can see how a person might take that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because certain conversations wasn't, like I guess I don't want to say like wasn't had, but it's just the talking phase.
That is the downside of it though, because you can go out and be your complete self and romance somebody on accident.
Ah, damn, bitch, my bad. Pick up your heart. My bad. I wasn't talking about me, though. I wasn't talking about me. I was just giving an example.
But that's real, though. That's real, though, man.
Like,
because for me, like, I can be straight platonic with you or whatever, and I'm gonna get your door. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you how your day was.
Make sure you good.
I'll make sure you good. Hey, don't worry about the dinner. It's on me. I got it. Yo,
they going a little too far.
But it's cool. It's cool though, and I understand that can be mixed signals for somebody.
Right,
else.
it can.
I think a lot of women be dating some trash ass niggas,
bruh.
Because that's what it is. Because if you can do regular shit. You can do regular ass shit. Like
and
I got
something.
Yeah, and she thinking you pursuing her. Like, nah.
It's like, no, I was just holding the door open.
Yeah, I was doing what my mother told me to do.
I just said hello.
Yeah.
I remember we had this conversation.
I just said hello.
Like
I said good morning. Damn.
Like all I did was not hit you.
today.
He's
He loves me.
amazing.
He's amazing.
He didn't hit me today, girl.
He's
He
so
changing.
special.
Yeah.
He changing, girl. He
He's
didn't
just
hit me this
not like
week.
the other guys.
He asked about my kids.
Man, I remember having this conversation with with D Rick about like what type of niggas these females be out here dating, bro. Because I remember sometime last year, man, I was kicking it with a young lady, man, and I think I opened up her water. You know what I'm saying? It was
What?
I opened up a bottle of water, bro, and I was like,
I thought that was like some more Bible study shit. Like he was like Moses or something, just like parting the sea, you know?
I didn't really get that one, but
he explained it.
it still didn't register. Still didn't register. Like, so how? Like, are you pouring it? Like something? Anyway. But like all I did was open up a bottle of water, and like later that day she said, "Man, like I really appreciate you. You know, you being who you are. Like I never like got that before."
She was in love.
Bro, I was like, a nigga ain't open a bottle of water, bro.
Yeah, see.
Like, damn. And that's crazy.
They making it real hard for just to be a good dude out here, bro.
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, like if you don't want that though,
bro, like because like
if you don't want the relationship,
those type of women, like if you like you give that energy and you introduce them to that, they're like and then they want to like I'm a whole out on giving them the pussy and shit like that. I'm like, damn, nigga, you just fucked that nigga last week that treat you like trash. You know what I'm saying? But because I opened up a bottle of water, you want to save the pussy.
It's getting pretty personal. Did this happen?
I don't know. I'm sure it has happened. You know what I'm saying?
It's happened to somebody.
I'm saying like, so y'all never experienced that though. Like,
oh yes, absolutely.
Okay,
like
yeah.
you be the good guy, and she, absolutely.
He might be the one. Like, bitch, I'm trying to smash too. I'm just saying, putting it out there like that. You know what
bro,
I'm saying?
Real talk. Hey, listen, this gonna be fucked up, but it was. I took it as a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
A woman actually told me, this was a long time ago. This is like early 20s, TJ. This woman told me, like, after I was just being me, and then I kind of did some shit that she didn't like. She said, "You just like these other niggas." And I was like, "Good. I'm glad you took me off the pedestal that you was putting me on."
So great. Now you're gonna sleep with me too, you fucking
Yeah.
whore.
Yeah.
So vulgar.
Like, why are you hanging out with? Like, I'm not hanging out because your fucking personality. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, but that's the thing about it though. Like, I can hang out with you for your personality, but it's just like when I do some shit that's like somebody else, you put me in that category.
Like, I can't do the same shit.
Like, yo, I can.
Yeah,
listen.
no. But if someone says you're just like all the other guys because you were a normal human being,
Yeah.
you're not hanging out with her because of her personality, because she's a bitch.
That was just wordplay. I think she was just trying to get a reaction out of me.
It worked on me.
I didn't know that at 21, but at 33, you just trying to see what I would say, how would I respond.
So what was the reaction you gave though?
I don't know. That was many years, moons ago.
Many.
But,
Did we answer the
He
question?
smashed that shit.
I don't know.
Hey, he did. What you do? You fucked with your bosses on or some shit like that? Like, you just like these other niggas.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even take your bosses out for me, man. You just like these niggas. And you got your Timbs on and shit.
Timbs? Hell no.
You have with socks.
Oh Lord. We apologize because we never stay on topic, but you got to understand how a conversation works. They just flow and on to other things. So she wants to know that doesn't mean that they're not interested. I would say no. That does not automatically mean that they're not interested in you. It just means that you need to ask more questions. That's what I would say. She put a third question in here. She says, is it also an issue when a person is so private that they don't prefer to post who they're dating on social media? Social media is like the stamp of approval when it comes to claiming the person that you're with.
Fuck that.
Why are most people so apprehensive about posting their love life? Does this mean that they're hiding the person that they're with, or that they truly don't want anyone in their business?
These are actually good questions though. I can take my my last relationship. That was actually like the only relationship that I've been in that I actually posted about, and I think I posted once when we was in a relationship. So I mean, some people just like to do shit for show. You know what I'm saying? Just to show that they with somebody or that they have something, because it's been so many motherfucking times to where women, bro, that's women is something else though. We should have a podcast about women, but in this particular moment,
I thought this was it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck it, let's do it. But no, so like I seen numerous amount of people that I follow, man. Come on, Josh, we having the show, man. We having the show, dog.
Hey. Some bitches texting me.
Oh Lord.
Some hot mama.
We don't call women bitches, bro.
Not in 2020. Not in this building. But
some sexy lady is sending me a text message.
Oh Lord. Okay.
You call Sarah a bitch.
Sarah's texting me.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it is. But they
propose to her on the podcast.
You should definitely do that, bro.
On the podcast.
On the
Do
podcast.
it on the podcast, bro.
And we got YouTube going, bro. You're gonna get hella followers. But
Anyway.
but so like I've seen numerous amount of times to where a woman post the dude that they with, you know, acting like they're having a good time and shit, and then like they go blank from social media, and IG, because the nigga that they with just like all the rest of the niggas, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like the shit didn't work out and y'all been together about a couple of months or some shit like that, and now the next post that I see is that
men are trash.
Men are trash. Like God sent me the right one. Bitch, you was just with a nigga like last month.
Right.
I just saw it.
I don't need no man. I'm a strong, independent woman.
I'm a strong, independent black woman. Well, I put black on there because that's mostly what I see and deal with. But yeah, so saving, if you live in private, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to explain shit to other motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, about when shit go wrong. You know what I'm saying? When shit go wrong, you can deal with it by yourself behind closed doors without everybody asking questions and shit like that.
That's very good. I was thinking about a conversation that I was having earlier. You know who Sterling Brown is? The guy from This Is Us. He played on Black Panther as well. He was like early on in the movie. He didn't have a big role in there.
Okay.
Dark skinned guy. All the women love him. All the black women love this guy. Like that was a horrible description, huh?
I'll tell you that.
I described EJ.
That doesn't narrow it down in the Black Panther movie. Like,
Come on,
all them dark skin.
Everybody dark skin. But this guy right here.
Yeah, that's what I figured you were talking about.
Okay,
yeah.
everybody loves Sterling K. Brown, and he was whatever award assembly came on last week. I said award assembly like it's fucking 6th grade or some shit. Whatever awards came on last week, he was on it. He was presenting an award. Yeah, and someone said that he just loves his wife. He loves his wife. I'm like, well, he got to.
He on TV.
Yeah, he on TV. Yeah, but if you guys like, I'd never seen Morris Chestnut's wife. I've never seen. I just seen Snoop Dogg's wife. I've just seen Ice Cube's wife. Ja Rule's wife. We don't know how a lot of people's lives look, and it's great. Like the relationship is working. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep it out the limelight, it might work.
It might work and it might not, but you know what I'm saying, that's between y'all two, you know, if it doesn't, you know, because I remember when about
fucking burn.
I'm gonna invite her to the podcast. I want everybody to know that her and I are still cool. We're very cool.
Yeah, that's why I said or whatever. You know, the reason why
it just seems bitter. Like I'm bitter about
well, no, because I said was married. That's, you know what I'm saying. It's just because
people assume that it was bad and it was bitter and everything.
Yeah,
so,
we do.
I've gotten DMs.
I'm people.
Is everything okay? Bro, you get DMs about everything, bro. I bet you get DMs be like, thank God for the morning. I thank God this morning too. You know, like you get.
You probably get like good morning texts from the listeners, like, "Hey, sweetie, good morning."
No.
Like I love Christ too.
No, people just checking on your boy. That's all it is. Patio
up,
Poppy. They just.
I think it's you because you come across as more approachable.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, no one sends me shit.
Josh, you're not even active on there anymore.
That's not true.
It's very true.
Yeah, I'm active in the DMs. It's just like,
Okay. Get your shit off, bro.
You done?
Yeah, but don't fucking message me though, shit.
Right. But the conversation we had was about you saying that you didn't show us on serious stiff so no.
Yeah, this is getting omitted.
Oh,
but no. Here's the thing.
how about them Lakers though? Like but the Lakers, like they probably lost 10 games this season, right?
But no, you're making an excellent point though, because I think when you post y'all or us, when you use those pronouns on social media, you can't be honest. You know, you find yourself in that situation, like I said with Sterling K. Brown, where he has to show that he loves her.
Yeah.
Like he's not in a position to disappoint everybody who hashtags Black love.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of tough in that regard.
How do you talk about like how do you post uncomfortable moments anyway? You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like it's always happy shit. So when you only post happy shit, people gonna think that everything is just spectacular, but not knowing that, nigga, I'm human just like you and she human.
When everything was great and we had a bad day, I was always honest with people who witnessed that or whatever. You know, I'd be like, you know what, today wasn't so good. I might not go into the details, because that's none of your business, but I might tell you, like, you know what, today was a rocky day, but when I get home, we gonna fix it. You know, I love that. Because it doesn't paint this facade like, oh, it's a fairy tale. Like, nah, relationships ain't no fairy tale, fam. So when you post pictures on social media, everyone would get this fake facade all the time. There's literally a picture in my family. I'm not gonna say what picture it was, but there's a picture it's a family picture, and I'm on them smiling like a mug. And I'm not talking about my family. I'm talking about when I was a kid coming up. There's a family picture, and I remember an argument 30 minutes before that picture was taken. Yeah. You know? So that shit don't always tell the true story, and it kind of says, like, even when people find out that me and Alicia were splitting, I got so many people that were saying, I thought y'all was perfect. I thought y'all didn't have no problem. Like, nah, we regular. Yeah. She pumped blood, I pumped blood as well. Right. I got that so many times. I'm like, damn, how did we paint this picture that everything was A-okay? So it bothers me when perfection is portrayed, you know?
You said a key thing, like the facade of things. I feel like a lot of people post shit about their relationship to put on that facade that everything is good when it's not. You know what I'm saying? So they can manipulate people into thinking that they have the perfect relationship or whatever.
You kind of have to, because you can't talk about the hurtful moments.
Right.
Just like post a selfie of you on the couch, like holding it down in the living room tonight.
By myself. She's upstairs.
You must be fucking.
Down here watching Cops and shit. Hey, when you mad, you watch the silliest shit on TV.
Oh, dude, anything.
Like, just shit you ain't got to pay attention to. You watching Cops. You watching Friends and shit.
Live PD is the...
Show her you living your best life without her and shit like that.
No, you just like the TV is on, but you just not watching it. You're just thinking about what just happened 15 minutes ago. What happened, Josh?
Earthquake.
Oh Lord.
But
the picture that I want to paint to answer the question is, that person it's not a red flag if that person doesn't want to post you on social media. It's just one of those things where you have to ask more questions. Right. Like, is there a reason?
Well, yeah, because like, look, if especially if you're like really early on, and he doesn't want to post social, all he's thinking of is just like, ugh, I'm gonna have to explain this to the next bitch, girl, woman, whatever. Like, if he starts posting you on social media, you're only like a couple months in. He's like, I don't want the hassle of explaining who you are to the next girl.
I don't know. I mean, because just like posting.
Who's that?
If I feel like if you're in a real relationship, right, and you like if you post pictures or whatever, because like I said, I post one picture, me and my ex on my IG page, and it's still up there to this day. I mean, just because I'm not worried about pictures and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I did take that picture, you know, and I'm not worried about taking it down unless I come into something to where somebody be like, take it down. But if I do come to something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that says a lot about that person, you know?
There's a female friend of mine, and everybody in this room know her. I'm not going to say her name. Even you, Josh. This person has been on the podcast. She waited like a year before she started posting this guy. You know, and even he just get the stories. Those disappear after a day. You know? So I think that's actually, like, you need to find out if this is long term.
Before you start
posting.
Right.
Like, is this real or what?
Well, yeah, I just like if you're upset that the person that you're talking to, which is, I just want to point out, is the most retarded term that we've invented in the modern day.
I love that term because I use it to this day.
I bet you fucking love it.
I love talking.
But
are we dating? No, we cool.
Exactly. It's the biggest cop out. But if you've ever looked at someone's social media and you're like scrolling through Instagram together and you have ever asked, who's that? If you've ever asked that, that is why that person is not posting about you. It's the exact same thing.
No.
Like after the breakup or something, or what?
No, like imagine you're hanging out with somebody else, right? And you're just like, oh, I saw this girl on your Instagram from like 6 months ago. So who is she?
It's my ex.
And then she fucking hassles you about it. And then you're like, well, why don't you post about me? It's like, well, because you're gonna be her 6 months from now.
So that woman's response will be, well, are you already predicting our breakup?
Like, no, but I can't. Like, do you see a crystal ball on my desk, motherfucker? Like, I don't know.
I think the more normal question you'll get is, are you over your ex? Since it's still up there, you know. So I feel like anybody that probably come across that, they'll probably ask, or that thought might pass their mind, is she or he over their ex since they're still on their page, right, or whatever. But to answer her next question, does it mean that that if they don't post you on social media, are they hiding you from social media?
No, I don't know. I think
it can go both ways. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of vague. It can go both ways. He probably is hiding your ass. He might be. To answer this question, my initial response when I first read this email was like, if this person is active on social media and they're not posting you, then they're probably hiding something. I don't even agree with that. I know somebody who's very active on social media, and the nigga got like a kid, and nigga got a baby and everything with this person, and he do not post her, and she don't post him either.
Yeah,
you would not know they're in a relationship via social media, but when they kick it together, like when you meet them, they're super fired. Their energy, their chemistry everything is in sync. Yeah. So whatever they're doing, it works for them. So right. I don't think we got to get out of this trying to put people in categories. Like, are they fucking with you or not fucking with you? Like, no, you just need to ask more questions.
Yeah, like, and plus, do you know what The Rock's wife looks like?
Nope.
No, you fucking don't. Sure, and he posts 10 times a day on Instagram.
Yeah. I don't know what well, I was about to say I don't know what Kevin Hart's wife. I don't know what Kevin Hart's first wife looked like.
I do.
And no one cares about her.
Yeah. She's old news.
Old news.
She's still kind of cute, though.
I ain't never seen her.
Yeah. She's
cool.
I
just saw what Dave Chappelle's current wife, well, I guess only wife, looks like.
Is she Asian?
She's Filipino.
Asian. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. He talked about that on the show skit.
Yeah.